Hi everyone, Lisa here from LC Designs. Welcome to Workshop Wednesday, October 9th, 2024. Today I have a card that we probably normally wouldn't send, but it's a pet sympathy card. Recently I had a friend lose her dog, and I wanted to send her a card because, you know, our furry friends are our family as well. So just a few reminders, share my video, comment that you shared my video, and I will enter you into a prize drawing. And if you want the PDF tutorial, join my email list. I send these out every Friday, and each week you'll get a new tutorial with the video link as well. I think that's it. So let's go ahead and get started with our card. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. So this is one of those cards that I'm sure we don't make very often, but I'm making it for my friend who just lost her dog. And it says, "I'm so sorry, there's no good for this card." So I wanted to use my Pet Some More stamp set. I have not used it at all. And then this new set, Comforting Thoughts. This is a really nice stamp set because some of the sentiments. These are both online exclusives. I turn my thing because I have my stamp sets color coded. So for annual catalog, holiday catalog, and online exclusives. So these are online exclusives. So I use blue. But I really like the sentiments in this. You know, cancer sucks. We all know that. I actually just lost a friend this week to cancer. And, you know, there's just a lot of nice sentiments. So I wanted to use "I'm so sorry and there is no good for this card" for a pet sympathy card. So we are going to use... actually, we're going to use, this is Coastal Cabana, and this is Summer Splash. See how Coastal Cabana is just a little bit lighter? Coastal Cabana is going to be our card base. So this is already 5.5 because I did cut it in half for my other one by 8.5. So that means we are going to score it at 4.25 to fold it in half. And then I'm also using the Unbounded Beauty Designer Series paper because this had Summer Splash in it. And I'm going to use this pattern here. I didn't want to put flowers. You can make it in any color, but look at these, the back sides have some nice patterns to use. I could have even used this one because it's got the Summer Splash in it. But I went with the solid. And we're going to use the Petunia Pop ink for our stamping. So we're going to need a 5.25 by 4 piece of the Designer Series paper. 5.25 by 4. That wasn't sitting right. So let's see if it's, yeah, it's good. And then here's where our Summer Splash is. We're going to use this as a background. And so this is going to be actually 4 1/8. We're just going to make it an 1/8 bigger than the other. And then 5 3/8. All right, let's move these out of the way and adhere our pieces. So I'm just going to use some liquid glue and adhere this piece. You know, people probably don't think to send a pet sympathy card, but you know, when I lost my dog, it was very traumatic. It was one of the hardest. We had to put him down. He had cancer, and it was just one of the hardest things. You know, I still struggle with it to this day. Didn't want to be selfish and make him suffer, you know, for our benefit. So I just wanted to burnish that. And we're going to attach this with dimensionals. So, you know, we had to put him down. And to this day, we have struggled on getting another dog because this was back in 2019, the year before I had lost my dad, and it was just a lot of loss. 2020, I lost my mom. So we just haven't had the courage to get a new dog yet. We tried fostering one and he ran away. So that kind of tells you that. So with the Summer Splash, we're gonna die cut a deckled circle. This is the 6 to the smallest. So you go from here and count up to the smallest for 6. But you know what? I'm not gonna die cut that just yet. We're gonna stamp our little doggy onto some basic white cardstock. And need to get him inked up real good. And he is pretty much going to take up that circle. We are going to use the second to the largest stitched circle. So now I'll get the die cutting. And you know what? Might as well just do all my die cutting while I'm here, because I have this one. I'm going to kind of place it up here to the top because we're going to put our sentiment right below. I need one of these little guys. And you know what? I'm going to have to wait on the Summer Splash circle because both pieces of paper aren't going to fit. And then we'll color and stamp this in a minute. So I colored this dog the color of my friend's dog. And it probably looks weird. And I'll explain why when I'm coloring. Because I had to look up a picture of her to make sure that I got the colors right. Okay. So you can color yours. My paper is moved all over because of the cut and emboss machine. Hopefully I'm somewhat straight. So her dog is, I can't think of the name of the dog, but this was my practice one before I started coloring, but this is her ears, top of her head and everything is like a brownish beigeish. Her nose area is black. Her whole body is black, but her underside is like the brown, and her legs and paws are brown. So it kind of looks maybe not right, but that's what her dog looks like. It was hard to explain. And then I used wild wheat to color in the little dog tag because I want it to look like it was gold. So I'm using crumb cake. And I'm just going to go dark over these lines somewhat. There's no right or wrong. As you can see, I'm doing in a hurry. I don't know why I do that, because then I mess this up here. And then just add the light in there. But yeah, after I colored my first one, I was like, I don't know if this looks right. So I looked up a picture of her. But if your dog is like black and white, color it black and white. If your dog is all brown, or whoever's dog you're sending it to. So like I said, her legs were actually the brown. Her paws, her whole underside was brown. But then her whole top side was black. So instead of using black, I'm actually using smoky slate. So I'm going to go around these things, go around. I'm going to add the dark in here. And then we'll color with the light. Kind of looks like, it don't look right, right? I wish I had printed a picture and then I could have showed you what she looked like. It's kind of funny, just like a zebra. You know, a zebra doesn't have black stripes. I believe they're white stripes. So I had seen that somewhere recently. We think that they have black stripes, but they're actually black with white stripes. And then there's a little dog tag. So there we are. Quick, I messed up there. If it was a little girl dog and you had a bow, you could stick a bow on it. So we're going to, let's do our stamping on our little banner. It says, I'm so sorry. And stamp that there. I didn't do a good job, but we're going to glue this on to, our deckled circle. And I'm gluing because we're going to use dimensionals on the other part. And then we're going to glue this little guy. I smushed my stamp down. That's why it came out kind of thick. You'll see the difference. I made a boo-boo. So then now we're going to adhere this with dimensionals. And I'm trying to use up all my black dimensionals. We'll adhere that right to the center. You know, I'm probably going to cover that up somehow. And then now we need a piece of 5 1/4 by 4 basic white. And I always have those pre-cut. And we're going to stamp. There is no good for this card. And I think my pad is a little bit juicy. And we are going to stamp the paw prints, that cute little paw, here in the corner, like 3 times. Seems like I need to ink it up some more. How did I mess that boo-boo up? I think I fixed it pretty good. And so this is going to be our inside. It's funny how my nail polish comes off onto the cards. Good thing most of it's covered up. And I even have a top coat on my nails. As you guys know from my breast cancer treatment, I take these pills daily. And they make my nails so brittle. My hair, losing my hair and stuff. So I do take vitamins, but they're super hard to grow. Try to keep them polished to give them some strength. And now we need to add our in color resin dots, and I'm using the Petunia Pop ones. And put 2 in this corner and 2 in this corner. It's kind of my signature. When I add an embellishment, it seems like that's where I always add them, right? But there is our card. It's already done. Another quick and easy card for you guys. Here's the original, and here is the one we just made. I hope you guys don't need to make one of these cards, but you know, you could always take the Sympathy card I'm talking about. But you could always take, change a sentiment and give it to a friend on her birthday who has dogs that they love so much. But anyway, thank you guys so much for joining me, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.